We're Roger and Michelle. Romy. We began a great loop adventure in an aluminum trawler. But after those luminescent Bahamas waters, we didn't want to go back north. Now, we're dreaming of a bigger loop. So come aboard, join us as we take on the Mediterranean. In this episode, everything is a struggle as we tackle a non-feathering propeller, a seized turbo, and our wet exhaust. Here you are.
Yes, here I am in the shade. One of the items we found during the sea trial is the prop shaft kept turning while we were sailing. The design of this propeller has folding blades that should, while underway, line up like that, providing zero drag in the water, so this should not be spinning. Problem is, these haven't been greased in a while. So when you put it up like this, the blade should just fall right down by gravity. So it has to be loose. So it's very tight. So to fix this, undo these two grease nipples, fill it full of grease, work it a bit, it should work. Grease goes in here, starts oozing out here. And then when it comes out clear, like the color of new grease, you're done.
It's not gonna like splash at me.
Well, I'd back up.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, it's gross, but that's cool. That's a lot of grease. Ew. Don't use up all your grease.
Well, you have to.
Oh, you have to do it till it's clear.
That's dirty grease.
Ew, that's disgusting.
I think. Yeah, that looks kind of consistent right now.
So we're thankful that the previous owner left this tool on board.
Oh, there's an O-ring that I lost.
Oh.
Ring.
Oh, God, I can't believe you saw that.
Probably pretty worn out O-ring.
All the same. So, I'm just surprised that the screws actually stay. They don't fall out with all the grease. Well, it looks like it's turning better already.
Yeah.
Still not quite. Blade number 2. So weren't you smart, hun, not throwing out all the linens, the old linens that I was quick to dump in a garbage bag, because this sure is coming in handy.
So the bag grease looks like that.
That's
Way
so
dark.
Gross.
Meet my friend Alan. He's really the key to this project.
And blade number 3.
And I'm going to need a new tube of grease. That's how much grease I have left. I used about half of it on that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so if I take it apart to service it, clean it directly, I'm going to have to re-grease it.
Yeah.
Replace those O-rings. And then we should have a feathering prop.
Well, everything is like a complete mess because we are, we're having to clean every last little thing.
Yeah.
Every last little thing, which you would do anyways. Any boat you bought, I'm quite sure you would scrub every last inch.
And I know if they advertised that the boat was ready to sail, well, that's a crock.
I kind of have to chuckle because it's really nice to leave booze, but really.
Well, they probably can't see it. You have to say nothing left.
There's like nothing left. I bought some cushion covers to cover up these throw pillows. We have 3 of them that have the old boat name on the other side. But just in case that color were to run on my beautiful leather upholstery that I have just finished cleaning and polishing. I thought a good preemptive measure would be to clean them, soak them in some water, and see if the color runs, because boy, I would not be happy. And it looks good. The water's clear. Yeah, the water's good. Doesn't look like the color runs, so that's a good sign.
One of the concerns I had with salt water being in the engine is the exhaust elbow rotting from the inside out. I just took it off. Looks great. Have a look. Okay. A little bit of carbon on it, but
oh, fantastic.
We'll burn that off. Some good news and some bad news. Good news is that exhaust riser is perfectly good. The not so great news is connected to the riser is the turbocharger, and you should be able to stick your finger in there and spin the blades. Blades don't spin. So, gotta take the turbo off now and see what's wrong with that. You know, when we said it could be a €100 problem or a €10,000 problem, we're approaching the €10,000 problem. This turbocharger, I took off the exhaust mixing elbow, and now I have to drain what's ever in the turbocharger, take off this hose, take off this oil feed, a few other bits and pieces to come off, and this unit comes off, and we have to rebuild it.
Oh, wow. And is that coolant?
Yeah. Old coolant.
Yeah, no kidding. That's gross.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I foresee a problem.
With old coolant?
No, my bucket's not big enough. Looks watered down, actually.
With seawater?
No, don't say that.
Cool.
That'd be really bad. The golden rule of mechanics is if there are 4 bolts holding it on, 3 will come off easily. The 4th you either can't get at or it doesn't want to budge. Coming off 1 millimeter at a time. Half a millimeter at a time. Big question is, how do I get it back on? There we go.
Half a millimeter at a time, baby.
I'm strong like bull.
What is that? What was that?
It's a really cheap wrench.
Oh, it's a wrench. It's not a part of the
No,
engine?
it's a
oh,
wrench.
shit. Okay, good.
It's kind of the only wrench I had that fit onto that bolt that I need to get off.
Well, it's just the handle that's half off.
Wait, true. Let's get the rest of the handle off then.
I'm just glad it's not off the engine.
I have to take the exhaust manifold off to get this piece off the turbo, because I can't move the turbo because the oil cooling and the whatever that is down there, those don't budge. So the only thing that budges, if I take these bolts out, move this, the turbo should come out. After all that
Oh, nice.
work,
I think.
this should slide right out.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, it's heavy.
Oh, is it? Oh, shit.
Not that heavy. But there you go.
Oh, look at that. That looks like, oh my God.
Do you think that's been looked at any time in the past decade?
Oh my gosh. This really irks the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Like, talk about lack of maintenance. So.
It's taking more time to put on my gloves than it is to rebuild a turbo.
And what size did you buy?
I bought large because that's all they had, medium or large, and I know my hands are extra large.
Oh.
What, fits like a glove.
Oh.
So I was just doing one of the bolts. Didn't really reef on it that hard. And it totally snapped.
And that's your one size that fits.
The intake side of the turbo bolts are coming off with relative ease. If I spoke too soon. Oh no! When we left Canada, I had no idea what tools would be on the boat, so I bought this, brought it with me, my favorite tool. It's not high-end, but it does the trick because I've used it multiple times on this project because I don't have the appropriate size wrenches. You know what they say, if it doesn't go, get a bigger hammer. There we go. Starting to come off.
Blades
Yeah, none are broken.
look to be intact. That's a good sign.
They're really sharp too.
Okay, that's a good sign.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, just one more, and it's the one I can't reach. It's just a little bit too big.
No. So awesome that AcQ Marina has this workshop.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do this on the boat. You need a vise.
Of course, this is the last bolt, and I can't get my wrench over it because it's not enough room between the bolt and the housing. And I'm out of luck, my short wrench doesn't have the torque for it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the grinder, grind this flat a little bit so I can get her on and see if I can break the seal.
What grinder, you ask? Why, the grinder that's sitting here in the AcQ workshop.
See if this works. Hey, there you go.
Done.
Now I can use the small one.
Oh, so great.
Oh, hey, that came off. It is a left-handed thread.
Oh.
Yeah, it's looking pretty chewed out here. I don't think it's supposed to be that rough.
So when people say, like, it rusts from the inside out, is this what they're talking about?
I'm guessing that, yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, closer to 10,000.
Let me see.
Well, I sprayed a bunch of penetrating oil on it to see if I can get this blade to turn. It should turn. Baby steps.
This is years of neglect.
Yeah.
This did not happen overnight. This is years of not maintaining your turbo. So if you have a turbo, you might want to do the regular maintenance on it. Hey, that's been sitting all night in...
Penetrating oil.
And what's the verdict?
It's still seized.
Okay.
You see I'm putting the turbo back together, but it's not because it's fixed. It's because the greater knowledge of the internet showed that these things spin at a very high RPM, and if you miss one little bit of metal, then that gets into your engine and it could have catastrophic failures. So I'm going to take it to a turbo shop, people who know what they're doing, to determine whether this thing is viable or not, because the risk is way greater than the reward.
Yeah.
Do you need outside anytime soon?
Well, it's a little hot, but probably go to the bathroom. Why?
Speak now, because our next project is the wet exhaust, which is in the engine mount runner. So it's underneath the engine. I have to take out the stairs, the floor here, the floor there, and hopefully I can get at it. On a boat, there's nothing easy. Those hinge pins are seized.
Oh, come on. Oh,
So you know what time it is.
what time is it?
It's hammer time! That is the wet exhaust muffler.
I was not picturing a square thing.
Yeah, it actually looks...
Looks good-ish.
well, this side it looks good.
That's good.
So, I mean, I wonder if it's actually leaking from there or leaking from the hose. I just assumed it was the box because everybody says the thing rusts out. But this doesn't actually look... It almost looks brand new. Huh.
What's that, hon?
This is the exhaust, one of the exhaust pipes. And before taking out the exhaust muffler, let's see if this pipe has holes. So easy way of doing that is cover up the two ends, put a strong light in there, and then if you've seen light coming out of anywhere, it means it has a hole in it. I don't see light coming out of anywhere in here. So I think... Oh. Okay, I accidentally turned off the light. There we go. Yeah, I still see. Get it in the dark.
I don't see a light.
I shone a light in there. The thing looks great, actually. Doesn't look rusty at all. Other than minor, like really minor stuff. So, and there was a lot of exhaust coming out. But I don't know where. And the only way you're really going to find out is to fire up the engine and look for where the exhaust is coming from.
One of the challenges of buying a boat in the Med is I guess the attitude of the previous owners. It's a lot of people will buy a boat and think, oh, I'm just going to sail for 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 years in the Med, and then I'm going to dump it and move on to something else. And you know, if it's a short term, if they're buying the boat with a short term goal in mind, they're not that interested, I think, in investing the money that needs to be invested to keep a boat in good shape.
Right. If we would have seen the maintenance records on this boat, well, number one, I bet they don't exist. We asked for them, they say, oh yeah, somewhere on the boat. Well, I think next time a prudent buyer would say, how about you find that for me?
We have not seen any maintenance. Well,
I've seen some.
You've seen some €20 receipts.
Yeah, I've seen some receipts. I haven't gone through everything. There might be a maintenance schedule in there, but kind of doubting it, given what I've seen so far.
There was no obvious maintenance log. There wasn't any log of any kind, actually, which I find kind of concerning. But it is what it is. We own the boat.
I've taken the turbo off the boat. Next step is to hit the marina, the service station, and get them to change the cutlass bearing and the packing gland. Since there's really nothing else for us to do for the rest of the day, we're going out on the town.
In the next episode, we turn to addressing our heat exchanger, packing gland, coupler, cutlass bearing, and water exhaust.